You might think honey, being a single ingredient food, is difficult to fake. However, the Beekeepers Association says that imported honey could have been either processed to remove the pollen, have corn syrup added to it, or even worse, potentially harmful antibiotics in it. Beekeepers Chunilal Rupnarine and Sean CARRERA say Trinidad and Tobago should not be facing these dangers as our laws prohibit the importation of honey. But they say for the last 3 years, some individuals have been flouting the outdated law and putting citizens' lives at risk. Marie-Therese Bernard tells us more.
Umbrella body for beekeeping associations, Chunilal Rupnarine, says those who buy honey are at risk as the laws are allowing people to buy a product which is not what it purports to be.
It is illegal stuff. It's not supposed to be imported here. It's here on our market. It's on the roadsides. And you're talking about a food that has no regulation, right? What contaminants there is in this honey, we don't know. What damages it can do for the human beings, we don't know, right? So our Food and Drug Department, our health ministry seems to be very silent on having this food on the roadside, which is very, very bad.
He says the authorities and the law are at odds with the police regulations which prevent officers from arresting illegal importers.
We have people who is out of the system in beekeeping. They're not in beekeeping anymore, but they've been registered and there's a name and a number attached to them that is not taken away. So people who are doing the illegal practices find these numbers, these EPRE's numbers, pay huge sums to the owners of it, the relatives of these owners, and take this number and place it on the bottle. So you would go and you would say, oh, listen, the regulation says I could supposed to see an EPRE number on my bottle. You pull a bottle on illegal honey, you see the number and you say you are safe, and you are not safe.
Director of FIAC, Sean CARRERA, maintains the imported honey is actually unsafe. The product from the US, for example, he says, has particular implications for health.
So America has something called American foul brood. And honey coming from America could be possibly contaminated with that. They treat American foul brood with something called TM25, terramycin. Right? It's an antibiotic.
Yeah, so like your
right. So basically, right. So basically, this can be in the honey, contaminates the honey. Imagine your child is now, they say, drinking or taking this honey or ingesting this honey and develops resistance to TM25.
The association wants the Minister of Agriculture to ensure there are changes in the legislation for not only agricultural purposes, but also to allow for unsafe honey to be removed from the roadsides and grocery shelves of Trinidad and Tobago. Marie-Therese Bernard, C News.